Good evening everyone. My name is Jonathan Fernandez and I am taking a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Filipino. And I am here to tackle to you about the comprehensive literacy. So, what is comprehensive literacy? Comprehensive literacy, it is a research-based framework designed to help all students learn to read and write effectively. Also, it provides and cultivates the skills of reading, writing, thinking, speaking, and listening for all students. So, comprehensive literacy is differentiated instructions at its best. And as we go through the different comprehensive literacy approaches, they have high uh, they have range from high teacher control to high student control. Um, these are the different comprehensive literacy approaches. The model reading, shell reading, guided reading, and independent reading. So let us talk about model reading. Uh, Model reading involves students listening to a text read aloud by the teacher. So the teacher models skill reading, behavior, enjoyment, and interest in a range of different styles of writing and types of text. Uh, it provides an opportunity for the teachers to demonstrate their enjoyment in reading and allows students to see a purpose in learning to read. For example, if you want kids to want to read, then read amazing books aloud every single day. Oh, so model reading is an activity in which the book read aloud to the whole group. The purpose is to appropriate reading behavior and reading strategies, exposing the children to a variety of genre and literature styles that they may not choose on their own. So all students from preschools through high schools can benefit from being read to. Listening to a fluent, expressive, and animated reader can help students make connections between written and spoken. So, what are the importance of model reading? So, the importance of model reading are: first, it develops students' understanding about reading while building a background of a text experiences that they can draw on as they learn to read and to read independently. And second, it enables teachers to model good reading behaviors while providing opportunities to familiarize students with linguistic and visual features of text. The aim of model writing is to use the think aloud strategy to model what goes on in the head of the writer. Not only this give the teacher opportunity to, to explicitly talk about of elements of writing process, but also allows students to observe the way a writer crafts and records text. Second is shared reading. So shared reading is usually involves the whole class and the teacher reading an enlarged text. For example, a big book, website, website project via the interactive whiteboard or or large screen TV that is beyond the level students can read by themselves. So, shared reading and writing is a cooperative event in which teacher and students work jointly together. So, teacher encourage students to read and write when available. So, why we use shared reading? First, it provides struggling readers with necessary support. Second is shared reading of predictable text can build sight word knowledge and reading fluency. Third is it is allows students to enjoy materials that they may not be able to read on their own. And lastly, it ensures that all students feels successful by providing support to the entire group. Next one is the guided reading. So guided reading is a small group reading instruction designed to provide differentiated teaching that supports students in developing reading proficiency. So the small group model allows students to be taught in a way that it is intended to be more focused on their specific needs, accelerating their progress. So, guided reading and writing. In guided reading and writing, the students that does the reading and writing. So, students practice strategies and build independence. And we, as a teacher, uh, we act as their guide. Lastly, independent reading. So, independent reading is children's reading of texts such as books, magazines, and newspapers on their own, with minimal to no assistance from adults. It can consist of reading done in or out of school, including purely voluntary reading for enjoyment or assigned reading for homework. So these are the suggestions for fostering independent reading. First is give children books that are not too difficult. So let us make sure that the books is not too difficult because for poor readers will often pick a book that is too hard to save face. However, even young children can understand the concept that optimal learning and enjoyment occur when something is at the right level of difficulty. Children should be able to read at least 95% of the words in a text accurately, or the book is too difficult for independent reading. If a particular book is of interest but just too hard for the child to read right now, so read the book to him or her instead, and look for something easier for the child's own reading. Second is help them find books they will enjoy. So help children find books that they will enjoy, such as books on topics that interest them, different book series, books by a favorite author, and so on. And lastly is encourage them to try many kinds of material. So over time, encourage children to explore a variety of types of text such as non-fiction books, fiction books, magazines, and newspapers, poetry, etc., as well as different topics. Although Independent reading cannot substitute for teaching decoding, but it improves reading comprehension and the habit of reading. Also, independent reading and writing is where students work on their own with frequent feedback from their teachers, and there should be a lot of given choices uh, given in both reading and writing. And that would be all. Thank you for your listening.